Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Independence Corner. I really do like that, and we're going to stick with it. But we're done today. We have Donald Trump has been elected. We all know this. So here we go with mass deportation. Okay, get all the illegals out is what his plan is, to get all the illegals out. So what migrants and border officers are saying about Donald Trump's border plan is the video we're doing today. All right. So let's get into it. Comment and stay with me.
President-elect Donald Trump is committed to a massive overhaul of immigration. His plan includes conducting mass deportations of undocumented immigrants. CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camilo Montoya-Galvez joins us now from Nogales, Arizona. Camilo, you went down to a shelter in Mexico to speak with migrants after the election. What did they tell you?
Hi, Lindsay. Tens of thousands of migrants are estimated to be waiting on the other side of this border behind me in Mexico for a chance to enter the U.S. Many of them are trying to get an appointment to enter the country legally at official border crossings under a Biden administration program that allows them to use a phone app to request a time to be processed at those official entry points. But former President Donald Trump has vowed to end that program, and we heard that many migrants are growing increasingly desperate and concerned.
Okay, the program is the app, or CBP, I believe it is. And then some of them doesn't work. And you can go in there. You can literally go on the app. I watched a little bit about this, which I'll probably cover a video on this at a later time. But you can go on the app and you can put in whatever name you want and do all that information. And from what I was reading and was told, that you can take that app and go to airports and they take that as an ID. Okay? They take it as an ID. When Americans, we have to have a regular ID to do things. Migrants can take that CBP app and use it for an ID. I don't think that's fair.
About their chances of entering the U.S. minimizing and being decreased because of President Trump's election. And let's listen to one conversation that we had with one migrant mother from Bolivia.
Asustada.
You were scared.
Sí, me sentí asustada porque él prometió en sus discursos que iban a deportar a todos los inmigrantes.
Because he promised to deport all the migrants.
Y que iba a cortar la CBP One, que es la aplicación. Y el
and that he would close down the application system that you are trying to use to enter the country legally.
So, I don't know what the Biden's administration was making that app, but, Trump wants to take that app away and go back to what he has had, which is the Title 42, I believe it was. And I was told that they want to get rid of the Title 42, which is, you don't pass certain things, you go back to your country. You go back to your country and tell this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Again, I'll do another video on that. And then there's the Title 8, which we can get into that at another time. But whoever doesn't think this is a good idea, I don't understand, because things worked before when they were in place. Things were running smoothly. Now you have everyone coming unchecked over here, and they say undocumented, but they have this app that is, that could potentially be the right person on the app, but you can literally put anything you want in the app. So I think it needs reformed. Like, go back to what it was, to where it's more controlled. Everyone has to do it legally through the front door. Okay, don't try to go through the back door. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish by doing this way. I don't have all the answers. I'm still doing research on a lot of this stuff. I'm actually doing a lot more research now because I'm doing this channel. And I'm trying to spread a little different here. I don't want to just cover, one thing. I'm taking the whole aspect of news and politics and going over everything. And in the road, I'm learning a lot of things. And hopefully you are too. So, but like I said before, keep it going. Just don't take what I say as facts. Just go ahead and do your own research and come to a conclusion. Even though if I've done research and came to a conclusion and I'm telling you This is what it is. It's still always my opinion. Okay. So don't cry about it. Just read about it. All right, let's continue.
So as you just heard, Lindsay, many migrants, just like this mother from Bolivia, are very concerned that their chances of being able to make it into the U.S. with their families have now decreased sharply because of President Trump's election as the president of the U.S. And of course, not only has he pledged to end this application, but also to launch the largest deportation operation in American history.
Is there a growing fear of a massive influx of illegal border crossings ahead of Trump's inauguration?
There is, and it is based on the concerns of migrants in Mexico. Officials here in the U.S. tell me, at the Department of Homeland Security at least, that they are concerned that many of these desperate migrants are now trying to enter the country illegally, not using this application system because they are concerned that that application system is going to go away at some point in the next 2 months.
Okay, so the application, maybe I might have to do a little bit more research in the application. So is the application legal? So what I mean by is the application legal? So they're trying to seek asylum. Is that the proper channel and the proper way for them to seek asylum, or whatever it is that the application allows you to do? Has the application been passed through our Congress? Okay, our Senate, our governmental system, the United States way. Has it been passed through that, or they just threw it out there just to have something to try to say, hey, look, we have control of it? I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't know how that works. Okay, I'm going to be doing my research on that, and I will come to my conclusions, and I'll give my comments and my opinions on everything that I research on. Okay, so is this an educational thing? If you want it to be, or this is just whatever you take it as, is you take it as. So, but make sure you do your own research. Everything that you see, everything that you read, make sure you do your own research. Continue until it makes sense, or however you come to a conclusion. Okay? Let's continue.
After President-elect Trump takes office in January of next year. And so that is a concern that many people are going to start crossing the desert here in Arizona or the Rio Grande in Texas illegally instead of trying to wait for an appointment in Mexico to enter the country legally. That is a real concern. But so far, we have not seen a significant uptick materialize. But obviously, if that does happen, we'll keep you posted here at CBS News.
Camilo Montoya-Galvez, thank you.
Okay, so I totally agree with the mass deportation. I agree with it because of the simple fact of there's a lot of things that go wrong with it. Okay, there's a lot of things that's going wrong right now in the United States. They're using a lot of things that are going wrong as a political gain. Like during the election, it would make commercials about, okay, Kamala and the Biden administration let illegals in, and then they done something to some people, or they're running amok and they're doing this and that. And then the Venezuelan gang is taking over buildings, and, police aren't doing it. And people from O Block are calling the police now. And, all the stuff that you hear. And I haven't done any research on any of it because I was just like, okay, whatever, But at the same time, we have to say, if we have done this, if people would have came to this country the right way, would that have been happening at a smaller scale? Okay, at a smaller scale. There's so much stuff that has actually been hidden and tucked away, and there's a lot of, money that's been passed through under the table through some of these people. I don't have answers. I don't have any facts on things. This is just all opinion based. So I really agree with the mass deportation. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they spend a lot of money getting them in, and they're going to spend a lot of money getting them out. Okay. And then we're going to go back to the way that we used to be. That is one of the biggest things that I think I was reading about that Trump's going to do is the mass deportation. There's so many things that is different that were not in place before that is in place now that people don't like. Okay. So we're going to go over the whole spectrum of things. So put down the information that you have and we can come to our conclusions. You'll actually help other people come to a conclusion if you put down your information in the comments of what you have. And anybody reading the comments, you can take bits and pieces of stuff and put it together and come to your own conclusion. Together, we will come to a conclusion and understand a lot of things more. So there's no, we can build a fact-based thing together. Okay? So that's pretty much all I have for this one. Make sure you subscribe. I can't forget to tell you to subscribe if you want. You don't have to, but I'm going to be doing all kind of stuff. I'm going to be getting into all kind of stuff on this channel. Politipod. We're still working on this set for the podcast, the actual podcast, which started this channel. But we're going to be doing a whole bunch of different things. So until next time, make sure you stay independent.